tidak begitu baik, tidak begitu bijak. Tapi kita biasa tangani masalah keuangan umpamanya. Kita tak tanya siapa-siapa cara yang kita buat. Kita tak tiru. Kita buat cara kita sendiri, berjaya juga. Bukanlah bodoh sangat orang kita ni. Jadi saya sebenarnya tak bersetuju dengan mengadakan konsultan daripada Amerika ataupun daripada mana-mana tempat. Kita sudah dewasa. Saya fikir kita mampu menyelenggarakan ataupun melaksanakan pentadbiran negara kita tanpa konsultan-konsultan ini. Seperti mana kita tahu baru-baru ini kita dengar bahawa satu Malaysia pun dianjurkan mungkin oleh konsultan Yahudi. Dan di Israel pun ada satu Israel. Saya tak tahulah betul ataupun tak betul. Tapi kita tak boleh guna konsultan asing ni. Saya ingat tak berapa baik. Jadi tapi berkenaan dengan Felda saya tak bersetuju lah, kata asalnya kerana kibbutz Israel tu lebih teruk daripada kita. Kita punya Felda ni kita siap semua, kita panggil settlers masuk. Tapi kibbutz dia kena buat kerja sendiri. Jadi sementara saya bersetuju bahawa kita tidak perlu guna pakar daripada Amerika. Kita juga perlu mempunyai kepercayaan kepada diri sendiri. Kalau tak percaya kepada diri sendiri, saya fikir lebih baiklah kita mengaku kita tidak layak menjadi sebuah negara yang merdeka. Terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum Tun. My name is Nurhayu binti Rusdi. I'm taking Business Information System first year, second semester. First of all, I would like to congratulate you because for me you are the best Prime Minister that Malaysia ever have. Because without you, so Malaysia cannot achieve the development like nowadays. And my question is about your personal opinion regarding the news recently, which is Malaysia wants Iran after cutting off the gasoline supplies to Iran. And the decision made by Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak, which is Malaysia supports United States do the restriction economy towards Iran because due to the issues of nuclear program after both of the presidents meets together in nuclear security summit at Washington. So, as we all know, Iran's stand for the nuclear program is only to make nuclear as their primary source of energy. So the question is, you as the former Prime Minister, what's your opinion regarding the action that have been taken by the Datuk Sri Najib Tun Razak? Thank you.
I read about this report that Datuk Sri Najib has stopped supply of gasoline to Iran, and I was very, very unhappy. But later on, he made an announcement that he did not stop, and Petronas also said that Petronas was not stopped from supplying gasoline to Iran. I don't know why Iran needs gasoline from Malaysia, because it is a producer of 3 million barrels of oil per day. But anyway, it is that at least that what Sri Najib said, he did not stop. Although he was, well, I don't know whether he was supportive of the sanctions against Iraq, but he did not stop the gasoline from being supplied to Iraq. I believe in having friendly relation with everybody, even the US, but we cannot be under the thumb of the US. We cannot allow the US to direct our foreign relations. We have a lot of trade with Iran, sorry, not Iraq, Iran. And we cannot give up this trade just because US wants us to apply sanction against Iran. We should not get involved in this. There is, to me, every country has a right to use nuclear power or not. And when you use nuclear power, it is just one step away from developing nuclear weapons. If the US can have 10,000 warheads, if Israel can have 200 warheads, and Russia has more nuclear warheads, so have Britain, France, why cannot Iran have 2 nuclear warheads? Not too many. And is it a threat to the peace of the world? You think that Iran is going to have 2 nuclear warheads and start a nuclear war? Iran would be mad to start a nuclear war with 2 nuclear warheads. Dia campak 2 itu habis lah. Orang lain ada 10,000 nuclear warheads. It's not a reasonable thing to say that, well, Iran is threatening the peace of the world. Iran is going to have a nuclear war, declare a nuclear war in this world. I don't think so. It's mad. Unless, of course, the Iranians have all gone mad. Ahmadinejad has gone mad, and everybody else have gone mad. But as far as I know, I met him, he was not mad. He's not going to use nuclear weapons against anybody. But he has a right. If he wants to make nuclear weapon, if Malaysia wants to have a nuclear weapon, why not? I mean, they have 10,000. We only want 2 or 3. Nak main sikit lah. Nak belajar. So this sanction that is applied against Iran is not justified at all. It's not justified at all. And Malaysia must never support this sanction. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, Tun. I'm Puan Nurul, secondary school teacher from SMKA Sultan Azlan Shah, Bota. This is the second time I'm meeting you in person. You look very good.
Thank you.
Now, we have talked about political, the world, the financial, the banking system, but we forgot one very internal base, very strong foundation, that is the education system. What do you think will happen to the education system when we reach 2020 and beyond? Because what I'm seeing now, our education system is a bit chaotic. I'm not saying I'm pro-government or anti-government, but nobody is listening to us, the teachers from below. Now, where the social ills are becoming more rampant, the numbers of people buang anak luar nikah is becoming alarming. And this one minister just said, all right, we put sex education into the school, meaning we are putting more burden on the teachers. Why is there when there are social ills? Why is there when there are negative things happening in our country? Everything goes back to the school. This is not the way. All right. And then I think we should do something with our education system now.